What's our intention? Our intention here is to shed light each week and provide a platform to share best practices and interviews with successful teams, agents, and in some cases our partners all across the JPAR network. So let's get started. So JP, welcome to Success from Scratch.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here in our office.
It's awesome to be here in our Frisco
Happy
office
Friday.
at the headquarters. Happy Friday.
Thank you. Same to you.
Yeah. So, you know, at Success for Scratch, what we're doing is really interviewing each of our top agents and our top performers. So we had to interview the CEO and founder.
Oh, no, what am I doing here exactly?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Right.
So tell us, let's go back to the very beginning. What was your vision? Why did you create JP Associates?
You know, I get asked that a lot. If you go back to the days of that I spent in the trenches, I wanted to create a company essentially that supported my sales, my business, which was basically being a top producer and having a small team. So did not envision that we would be here today, you know, with 1,200 agents and growing exponentially every day.
And just announced the 88th largest.
Yeah, 88th largest brokerage in the world, really, in the nation, so to say.
Congratulations.
Thank you, and I'm happy to have you on board along our journey for sure. Yeah. We're just getting started, as you know. We started at the bottom, and now we're here. So, yeah, it was just a company really that was geared. It was a vision, it was a formula, concept that was geared toward top producers, which it served me as an agent. It was never intended to serve a broker or be where we are today.
So a top producer dream.
Top producer dream. Well said.
So JP, that's exciting, especially when you started from one agent and now well over 1,188th in the nation. What makes JP Associates Realtors different? What's the culture?
There's a lot of 100% commission brokerages, as you know. That's who we are. We're a transaction fee with a cap, But the next aspect of our company is really our company values, is that productivity standard and service-based culture. It's all over our walls. What makes us different is we're truly focused on one thing, and that is selling real estate and being able to give the best service possible to our clients. By having that productivity standard, we retain, and attract the highest producing agents around the nation. We do have a productivity standard that is unlike any other brokerage. And then also, with success comes a great responsibility to share that success. And sharing that success to us is part of that service-based culture. Give back to the company, give back to your fellow agents, but more importantly, give back to the community that you're surrounding yourself with.
Yeah. So I know you just gave back to the community in Fort Worth. It was an exciting event where you gave quite a bit to a charity there. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we don't want to make a big deal out of it. It's just part of who we are. I'm an immigrant. I think the Fort Worth one here recently was the International Newcomers Academy, which is refugees from Syria and Palestine and Africa and just dangerous part of the world that have finally made their way to America and
to Fort Worth.
Yeah, Fort Worth, out of all places, right?
Yeah.
Completely culture shock.
Right.
Not much different than when I came here to the United States.
Right.
From Naples, Italy to Wichita Falls at 13. That was a culture shock. So that was it's dear to my heart, of course. Help immigrants achieve the American dream. But then, from helping different children's charity organizations to battered shelter for women, battered women's shelter, and recently my wife was nominated Fort Worth Woman of the Year, was a candidate for the Fort Worth Woman of the Year, Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, so we're raising funds for them. Really the philanthropic aspect of our company is part of the service culture.
So it really makes a big difference in the culture and what the agents are.
Absolutely. Yeah, we want to give back. What's the point of success if you can't share your success with others?
Yeah. So back to productivity and the productivity standard. I know you have a class you teach and a mantra you have around the 7 S's. Tell us a little bit about the 7 S's and how that helps agents be more productive.
Sure. It's to be a real estate agent, let's face it, it's not complicated, right? The skills you need to sell real estate and do your tasks, you can learn within a week. What sets the struggling and the average agent apart from the top producers is really mindset, is the diligence behind treating your business like a business, treating your real estate license like a business, like a CEO would, right? So I don't know about you, but nobody has to tell me to get out of bed in the morning, suit up, and show up, right? Nobody ever has. That's just within me. Not everybody has it, right? So I created a 7S for success back in the days when I first started real estate. My first couple of weeks into the business, I was an engineer, and Six Sigma and 7S methodology, Kaizen was all instilled in my mind early in my engineering days, right out of college. To me, that's a continuous improvement quest, right? So I remember sitting in my cubicle at my first brokerage when I started, thinking, how can I implement my engineering methodology and skills into selling real estate? And I thought, okay, well, there's some things that have to happen every day in terms to control the process. And the process is getting that signature, right? How do I get to the signature? How do I get a product out the manufacturing plant? And the product was a contract, right? Whether it was a listing appointment or whether buyer's rep agreement. And I started writing down all the different steps, all the different things that in my mind had to happen every day in order for that to happen. So that became the 7S. And we teach that every month in our company.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Thank you.
So JP, as we wrap up, what would you like to tell our audience, the JPAR agents that are in the audience and the agents in the audience that aren't with JPAR? What would you like to leave as parting words about anything around leadership, success, productivity, or service?
Get in office and make sure that clients come in and out all the time, like these guys behind us here.
Here we go. That's good.
You know, it's you and I love the book Moneyball, right?
Yes, Moneyball. Billy Bean.
And we should ask Leo what his secret to success is over there. You know.
Yeah. Getting appointments.
Yes, the secret to success in real estate is every day you need to ask yourself this question: is what I'm doing right now helping me get on base? And what does on base mean in real estate? Appointments. If you can get those appointments, you have a shot at getting a signature on the dotted line. Yeah. Your goal is to score a run, and when you score a run is when you get that signature on the dotted line. That should be your goal every day, is to get on base, to get an appointment, so that you can score a run by getting that signature on a buyer's rep agreement or a listing agreement. Everything else is noise. Going to training, going to open houses, going to happy hours. Everything else that you do should ultimately drive you to one thing, and that is getting on base. It's getting that appointment.
With the appointment to get the signed contract.
You work 40 hours a week. Some of us work 60, 70, whatever it is. You know, if you're truly passionate about your job, it's not really work. It's just a passion, essentially, right? So, you know, the number of hours work should equate to X number of appointments every week.
Yeah. So I think with that, I'm going to watch Moneyball again tonight because it's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
So with that, we're going to bid you a farewell. Thank you for joining us on Success from Scratch, and we'll be interviewing you on an episode soon.